All right. So Winston's gonna close out. He's taking over for Sweaty Man Tit. Paul Landwehr. So I'm gonna introduce first comic of the night. Non-gender pronouns. Blah blah blah. People were giving me shit about that because I think I actually did this show with you a couple months ago, Winston, when I was doing a set about how I was bisexual, and the room went quiet. And like, this is funny coming from everybody's name tags has their pronouns, but all of a sudden, like, I'm the bad guy now. Like, this is bullshit.
It's so bullshit because, like, what people, the general public thinks, what they think bisexual means is not what it actually is. Like, girls making out with girls and doing shit for guys, that's not bisexual.
That just means she's in college.
Yeah.
Right? They think
It's
it's
cool.
like that's bisexual, and it's like it's not. If you won't walk down the street holding a girl's or guy's hand or whatnot, then you're just fucking curious and annoying.
What would go back to Sherry on this too? What would be correctly categorized as bisexual and not curious? Just
For sure. I'm bisexual myself.
hooray.
I think like the percentage of people that are actually truly bisexual, I think is kind of around the same as trans people. Okay, it's actually really low. That being curious, that's not even involved. It's just that's what the mainstream now thinks it is. If when you're bisexual, you like the person. It doesn't matter which sex organ they have. It's about the person. And if you won't outwardly like walk with holding hands, then that like you're just
Yo, this TED Talk slaps.
what's that?
This TED Talk is laughing right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let her get through it. Then I
Like,
gotta
when I
think
first
after.
came out, I had to say I had to say I was lesbian because the lesbians don't want to fuck with bisexuals because most of the time girls say they're bisexual, but it really means they're curious, right? And so I just say I was a lesbian just because, like, so there's like so much anyway discrimination inside the.
So what I got out of this is thank you, Sherry. I do appreciate that, and this totally confirms that Lando Calrissian is a lesbian. So thank you.
AJ, I would just like to get the name of your doctor so we all can get that prescription because I feel like it'd be a lot
It's
for
Doctor.
all of us.
It's Dr. Summeroff and Dr. Fuck Off
What medication do you do?
and $800 a pill. So speaking of pills, your next performer. No, it's you'll find that I'm the worst at transitions. They're a dear friend. They are hosting March Madness right now, which is an absolutely fun competition, which I do recommend checking out. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for my dear friend, the very funny Josh Filipowski.
Hello. Yes, how are you?
Yes.
Are we? Are we doing well? Good for them. Yes. This has been fascinating, guys. I didn't know that. Did you know that the most popular phrase in the English language would be "You're muted"? Pretty sure that's it.
What?
You're muted. Muted. Get it?
Or sorry for us Canadians.
I hear you muted a few times a day. Maybe it's just me.
I liked it.
Who knows? Who knows? I thought I was onto something. First of all, who traveled the furthest to be with us tonight, huh? Right on. Okay, good. I don't know if you guys knew I am actually I'm actually neighbors with Stephanie. So I'm right behind on the other side of the wall.
Huh.
You guys.
Got it.
So if I'm too loud ever, sorry, Stephanie. So, right.
Where
We're
are
having
you
some
guys
fun. I don't know. There's been, I saw that Dan has his Stop Asian Hate up. That's a big topic. Yeah, it baffles me. It really does. I grew up with Chinese neighbors that had a Chinese restaurant. And when I was a kid, if you asked me what year it was, I would tell you it was 1980 pig. Tell you that. And that is the truth. And that it also dates me. But that's okay. We've been intimate before.
Huh.
Dating myself. Get it? Okay, never mind. So, yeah, also, I've eaten so many fortune cookies, I don't know what to expect.
Huh.
So I've been inside. I don't know if this brick is killing me now. I'm going to take this off. Who knows? I've never really used one of these, but I thought we'd go for the gag of the neighbor gag. Hey, we're not really neighbors. What do you know? I've been, most people are doing better or worse than before. Who's the same? Make some noise if you're the same. Yep, see, nobody.
Oh.
I've been, I don't know, I'm going to come out of this. I feel like I'm in a cocoon and I'm going to come out like a butterfly. I'm going to be soaring and flying, just taking it all in. But don't worry if you guys are jealous of that. You could easily catch me with a net and crush me and kill me because I'm sensitive. Sensitive. I need a place to cry. That's what I miss the most. I miss going to a Thai food restaurant and ordering the crazy spicy noodles, the literal menu crazy spicy noodles. And when the guy says, "Oh, you like spicy?" He said, No, not me spicy. You spicy. That's how spicy.
Yeah.
And I get my noodles and I eat and I cry in my plate. Oh, it feels so good. And the neighbors are like, "Must be pretty spicy, huh?" And I'm like, "Oh, there's a lot going on right now. There's a lot going on." Yeah. I once went to cry and the couple at the table next door started breaking up. Not affected by the spice. No tears allowed. Having the best time. All right. To witness that, I mean, we've all been there and it sucks, but when it's not you, it feels pretty good. Anyone else? Just me? Okay. All right. I get it. I don't know. I've been through some bad breakups. I have an ex-wife in California. I do. She called me a child so many times. I ran away from home. She took all of the good stuff. She left a few things like some candle holders and memory foam pillow. I still have that pillow. I do. And here's my cat, Lexington.
Oh.
Yay!
Hi, Lex. Ooh, do you see yourself?
Oh shit.
Boop the snoot.
That my cat loves my comedy so far. Reviews positive. What was I saying? I was talking about the memory foam pillow. I mean, that is something else because it's so comfortable. But sometimes if I come home late at night and I get into bed, the pillow is like, "Where have you been?" Right, but just flip it over. The other side's much cooler. That is much cooler. Let's see. How are we doing? I'm not even keep checking. I'm sorry, I didn't look at the time. Jay, you guys are gonna. Did you put your camera up when that's my light? I don't know how it goes. I forget the rules here. I forgot to ask. Sorry. What are the rules? Are there any rules? I don't know. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm really in a happy relationship now, because my fiance now, she works at a really nice 5-star hotel, which means she's really nice. Like she's paid to be nice at work. So when do you run out of nice for the day? I don't know. It's seeing her before work, or we work it out. That's right. She also has a job that has random days off. Like she usually will have like Tuesday, Wednesday off, so she calls that her weekend. So Monday is her Friday.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, you're like, yeah, people like this. They go, oh, it's
Yeah,
Wednesday. That's my Friday.
Yeah,
Can
bro.
we just call the days
Exactly.
the names that they were given, please?
Oh, no. It's your weekend. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
That's right. It's your weekend.
Monday, Tuesday,
It's your
weekend.
weekend. You can call it your weekend, but don't call it your
What
This
are
is
you in?
It's everybody's Tuesday.
But it's my Friday.
That's right. Okay, fine. It is your Friday. It's your Friday. We're gonna party like it's 1999 Friday. More like Thursday. Party on Thursday.
We're back in.
I didn't hear you. Sorry.
There,
I think someone's trying to have a set in a tunnel, Josh. Sorry about that.
No, that's all right. I appreciate the feedback. That's how we know what works and what doesn't. So, but maybe they were talking to something else. Yeah, this is not a television; it's a Zoom. Run away from that guy. Get away from him. No, that's all right. You don't have to run away. We're gonna have fun. I don't know. I'm pretty crazy. That's official. You guys know that I'm doing comedy. Here we are. But I have a crazy background. I grew up just north of New York City, and it was that's my cat making a mess.
Yeah.
Ran off. She's in trouble. She ran off. Let's see. I'm I'm a mess. I'm glad this is going to be recorded forever. This is good. So what was I saying? Oh, my crazy suburbs. We were suburban kids getting into mischief. Our junior class trip, magic mushrooms. Senior year was LSD, and we don't even need reunions. We've got flashbacks.
Nice.
Good.
Hey, let's see. This has been fun. If you guys want three-legged dogs, 25% off at the shelter.
Oh my God.
And the sun came up this morning, and it dawned on me that a lot of you know that the best ideas come after climax. Come to think of it. That's it? Just chuckles? All right, I know I misspoke. I said come twice, but who doesn't like to come twice? You guys are great. Bye-bye.
Josh Filipowski, everyone.
That was good. I liked it.
So much cum. And like before we did the live, Andy was saying, yeah, don't say come 3 times, otherwise AJ will be there. It's like Beetlejuice.
It's like Beetlejuice.
That's why it's called Beetlejuice.
Just don't say it 3 times.
Speaking of cum, your next performer. I'm terrible.
Is it Brieana already?
I don't know if she's already on a turnpike already, but ladies and gentlemen, gonna start running some fantastic shows again now that it's sunny out. Was one of the first people that started producing shows in Massachusetts, Worcester area when this all was happening. They're all kick-ass shows. She's hilarious. Give it up for Brieana Woodward.
Yeah. Hey, everybody,
Hey.
it's me. And I know my video isn't on, and I'll tell you why. Because Zoom on a phone doesn't let you keep your video on if you have to look at a Google map. Because guess what? Here's a fun fact. If you're ever going to a skew bar to do an open mic, you can't just type in a skew on the fucking Google, because it'll bring you to the ding-dong's home. Yeah, the mic runner at fucking Askew has set her personal home address to Askew. So that's cool. That's just a fun fact. I'm just doxing people for my set, actually. Yeah, really annoyed because I thought I was there, and then I'm like, this is Nicole's apartment, and I know that she is her landlord, and this is bad. So anyway, this is a fucking bad day, you guys. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you, fuck material. I'm just gonna tell you about my day. I babysat my 3-year-old niece, and I had her on my knee while we were FaceTiming with my boyfriend. And she got up off my knee, which is normal, but what is not normal is that when a breeze went by, my knee felt cold, and I was like, that's not good. So then I touched my knee, and I was like, that is damp. That is not good. My niece pissed and shit on my leg, you guys. Like a fucking kitten. She just shit all over me without a bandage. Yeah, she's fucking pissed and pooped on me, and it was gross. And then I had to I couldn't just leave her there. Like, it's not like a drunk friend. You can't just let them sit in their shit. You actually have to do something about it. Dude, it was fucking insane. Like, I asked her, I was like, did you poop yourself? And she looked me dead in the eyes and was like, no. And I was like, all right, well, let me see your undies. And I looked at her butt cheeks, and there was a man-sized turd in there. I was like, I have taken smaller shits, and I am not kind to my body. So what the fuck is up, kids? It's just fucking bullshit. I fed her the finest of watermelon chunks from Market Basket, and this is how she repays me. I gave her a fucking blueberry, and she just poops all over my leg. It was gross. So then I had to obviously just hose her down. So you can tell that I don't have no kids of my own, because I just was like, all right, and I just stripped her and shoved her in the fucking shower and turned that shit on, and it was this felt like straight out of Boy in the Stripes pajamas. It was traumatic for everybody involved. She's just sobbing, and I'm trying to make it fun. It's outside when it's raining really hard, and it's yeah, that's gonna make a kid feel better. Just pretend you're homeless. Take a homeless shower. And I was trying to teach her how to wash her own ass, because dude, man-sized turd. I was like, I'm just gonna waffle stomp this down the drain. I'm not wiping. We're just gonna rinse it out and be done. And she couldn't fucking grasp washing her own ass, so she's just screaming, crying. I have a sudsy hand in between the tightest butt cheeks I've ever experienced. It's just this is just bad for everyone involved. This is the worst thing. I was not. I was just there's how what the how did that turd even get out? I was like, I cannot even pop a fucking I was trying to credit card my hand through her butt cheeks with it's just nothing. She's just covered in shit and crying, and I'm crying. It was bad, you guys. Children, not my forte. It is not my good day. So she peed on me, which makes me think of the time that I dated a dude with a pee fetish. Yeah, that was interesting. Yeah, I got dumped by a guy with a piss fetish. Let's just let that fucking sink in. It's because I wouldn't pee on myself. He didn't want to pee on me, and he didn't want me to pee on him. He just wanted me to pee on me. And I thought that was very weird. And he was like trying to like get me to like do it, and he was like, it's as easy as ABC. And I was like, I don't know, man, because no pee, man, no pee. All right, perfect alphabet joke, nailed it. Lest we forget, I got shit on today. All right, I'm a little rattled. I feel like I still fucking smell like diarrhea. It's not good. So yeah, he dumped me for that. That was cool. Oh, another thing. This is a great segue tonight. I'm not on Oxy, so I don't have an excuse to be this bad at segues, but you know, it's cool. Someone asked me if I had a good relationship with my mother, which I feel like from like how I was trying to like take care of my niece today, y'all know the answer. No. So yeah, like I don't know. That's how my mom taught me to wash my own ass. She just whipped me into the shower after I poop myself like a man. So there's that. And I was like, no, and I was telling him about the time where one Christmas my parents bought me a guitar, but like I don't know, I wasn't immediately as good as like the fucking Who, so they were like being really mean to me for not knowing how to do this guitar. And then she sold my guitar for drug money, which I thought was real cool of her. That was very rock and roll.
Wow.
It's very cool.
Very rock and roll.
It's very rock and roll. I got played more than that guitar did. The light is green. All right. I don't know if y'all just heard me honking, but someone's like jerking off in front of this green light real quick. Yo, I have road rage. Y'all should have fucking let me do my set on the highway. I was going off. I like was trying to listen to Josh, but I don't know, over there looking like Guy Fawkes owns a brewery. It's sick. But fucking like, oh man, people drive like dickheads. Yeah. So my mom sold my guitar for drug money, and that's that. I guess that's the note we're ending on because I am pulling up to the proper address. All right, I'm done.
Yeah. Brieana Woodward, everyone, calling from a Nokia phone. Thank you.
Yep. At least I'm
That
here.
was awesome. I'm glad we were watching. If it for anybody that just tuned in, that wasn't a police report. That was
That wasn't a police report.
that was a comedy set. If I just tuned in and watched it, I'd assume it was TMZ, and I'm like, okay, what Mel Gibson this time? What racist thing did he say to his foreign girlfriend that he just bought? But guys, speaking of slavery, your next performer. No, that's
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
they
Gotta
may have
stop that.
Aaron Roach, everyone. No,
Oh, no.
Oh no.
no. My favorite time somebody was ever brought up. Jessica Lee, great friend of the show. Ed Waugh was about to go up, and she said, "Oh yeah, he's from Cape Cod. He's friends with AJ Haypenny." I yelled out, "That's his best credit." And he was pissed. His set was all right. That's all I'll say on it. I'm excited. 3 more comics to go, and that's gonna be the night. We're gonna end on time this time, and
No.
I'm really
No.
yes.
No.
Shut the hell up.
Not gonna happen.
Look,
Never does.
we're ending on time today, and the reason why it's different is because I mean it. So
Sure, you
mean
said
it.
that last week too, but it's okay.
all right. So speaking of pizza, your next performer. Now I'm just gonna say random shit right beforehand, and I'm gonna feel like it's acceptable. But your next performer, one of my favorite people on the scene in times that are just when I can't stand most people on the scene. I think the first day I met her, I did her show, and I was just so vulgar, but it was one of the best sets I've had like that month. And And I actually sent that tape out to people, and then like they had me talk at a college for some reason. I was just like, really? I said the word "cum" like 3 times. They're like, oh, it's perfect. It's college. But they're dear friend, absolutely hilarious. Check out the shows that they put on, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Caroline Cook.
I wasn't sure if you were talking about me, AJ. I don't remember you making any cum jokes to the Lions Club, but
I just remember cum. I just
I remember you made saying the venue looked like a Olive Garden, which was like the best joke of the night. It's like a bougie Olive Garden. What's up, everybody? How are we feeling?
yeah.
Yay! The last time I did a show in person was with AJ at that show. Time has no meaning. Yay! My favorite thing, other than doing Zoom comedy, is to do Zoom dating. It is just the love story you really wanted.
Yeah.
I'm on the apps. Anyone else on the apps? Fine. It's just me. Well then, they say there's like, I always am told there's plenty of people that would love to date you, and the dating apps really allow me to quantify that. And I'm on Bumble, which if you don't know about Bumble's the app where the women message the men first, which proves that chivalry really is dead. So
Pretty much.
just that's what Susan B. Anthony had in mind for modern day feminism. Just a bunch of chicks jumping the water. Happy Women's History Month. I'm never gonna close the tag app with all this admin. Like if this goes somewhere, like, do I propose or do you think you can handle it? Hinge, another app, told me that I was most compatible with my colleague, and turns out the feeling wasn't mutual. Well, at least that's what HR said. Yeah, these apps keep asking me for a rating. I'm like, you get a rating and I get a rating. Back to work. And it's hard. I'm swiping, I'm trying, and all these guys, I have a picture of me doing comedy, so like every guy just asked me about being a comedian and like telling me how to be a comedian, which is really special. But there are other dimensions of my personality. I also own a cat, so
Also.
I was a cat lady before 30, and that's an achievement I want to talk about. So
Yeah.
I logged onto Bumble today, and it told me that I was said that's everyone. Check later or update your filters. It sounded a lot like saying drop your standards or buzz off. And I don't know what these apps like. What am I like? What am I gonna like? There's no like faded meeting story, that like cute story. Like, what am I gonna tell my kids? Well, your dad was single when I was 30, so. What's my husband gonna say? Well, the first time I laid eyes on your mother, I was actually taking a shit. Yeah. Swiping. I was swiping. I saw her and I knew. And that's why we named you Charmin. I mean, all these apps that are better than Tinder. I got an ad for Tinder that said, "Are you looking for a spontaneous companion?" It's like, wow, Tinder, like, embracing your market reputation. That's what I'm going to tell my parents at Thanksgiving. I'm not single. I have a spontaneous companion. So grandkids are on the way. And I was seeing someone kind of quarantine casual. This guy comes over one night and he gives me a tomato plant. And I was like, is this like some kind of love turn or a nurture test? It's beautiful. Thank you. And then I never heard from her again. Turns out red tomatoes, red flags. So here I am raising this tomato plant by myself. I'm like, this guy's some kind of player. So I was like, is this what you do for all girls? Like, and like other girls get succulents, I got a tomato plant, like the least romantic plant. Like, what is this? Performance review at Heckle? Do you want a BLT? What the fuck? And so I killed it because I'm on birth control. I'm on birth control for a reason, I'm not raising no shrubs with no scrubs stuff. And the worst part about that is that I've been getting, ever since I've been doing that bit, I've been getting ads on Instagram for tomato plants. Like every fucking week, just some rich, ripe tomatoes of Wegmans. What the hell, Instagram? I thought you were listening. I thought you were listening for some fucking context. Not everything I say, I'm happy about. Listen, I'm not an overachiever, but I am an overthinker. Overthinking is actually the one category in which I overachieve. So I'm a consultant by day, so I get paid to overthink. Actually, yeah, my therapist told me I was overthinking his overthinking mantra, to which I said, well, overthinking pays for these therapy sessions. So next topic. And yeah, I mean, a consultant is essentially like the therapist of the business world, except instead of like saying like it depends, like how does that make you feel? My non-answer is like, well, it depends. And I had this like really bad therapist. He was like really shitty. He told me that there was nothing wrong with me, and I was like, I'm a stand-up comedian. There's obviously so much wrong with me. In fact, there's so much wrong with me. I told another therapist that, and they're like, ha, obviously. I was like, what kind of therapist does that? It turns out the free kind. Don't go through your employer. They suck. This therapist, I'm not trying to be like judgmental, but this therapist was blind, and I thought he'd be a better listener. I really did. Like he said he didn't want to go on like the Zoom. He was like, well, I can't see you. And I was like, well, I can see you. Like, hasn't anyone told you that communication is like 95% nonverbal, or did no one want to mention that? I know. And the worst thing is that he took all of the notes on a typewriter. And like, damn, things are loud. He's like, don't worry, the notes are all in Braille. They're confidential. I believe you. He's like, all right, tell me about your childhood. And I was like, so I was saying my parents were.
Yeah.
I was just saying in high school. Sorry, what was that? Yeah. And oh fuck, there's one more thing I want to say about him. What was that? Oh, we kept on breaking up, so it was off to a toxic but familiar start. I did have one great like blind joke for him though. I was like, you know what? I am blind to red flags. So. You like that one? I was like, but hindsight's 2020. Hey. I have lost sense of time, AJ. How much?
-2. I don't know.
Oh, well then that has been my time. You've been a great cat, and I have been Caroline Cook. Thank you.
Yeah. I wanted to hear more of that story. That's why we were. That was awesome. I'm sorry. Sorry Bumble didn't work out for you. But have you tried Grindr?
Not yet. Next try.
I don't recommend it. Because you have to remember, dudes are terrible at hitting on people, and gay dudes and bisexual dudes, still dudes. Still dudes. Oh, how was your day? Dick. Oh my god. You gotta lead this. It's just you just gotta lead like the little breadcrumb trail. You just gotta lead the trail, not instantly, because dudes do that. It's like instant, or they throw it out like it's a Hail Mary pass. It's not going good. Just like one last chance. Still nothing. Okay, cool. Still nothing. Yeah, because like nothing. I don't think dick pics have ever worked for anything. I don't think it's turned around anything. Just like, well, this guy lives with his parents. He's got peeling skin, but he's got a nice cock. So. This might work.
This might work.
Look at the comment. Look what your sister wrote in the comments.
Oh, good. Let's
I
see.
guess they're terrible at transitions too.
Good
Speaking
one,
of,
Jackie.
She beat me by half a second.
yeah, that's what I say when I make love.
Oh God.
But then again, I don't think vagina pics work either. Just like, well, she's got 3 kids. She's not allowed to see any of them. She's relapsed 3 times. She's got gashes all over her arm, but she's got a nice gash. Okay, Scottish termed. It worked when I did that Scotland open mic, but not here. That's fine. That's fine. Cultural differences. Aaron, I love how you smiled like immediately after that gash comment. Perfect timing. Like,
Yeah, good.
isn't it weird that like we're now getting stuff that we did a long time ago like pop up on the on this day? I was like, oh shit, well, like when we could talk to people. 4 years ago, I forgot I did a show with William Hung. Some of you are familiar, some are not. Oh, it was bad. You remember the show American Idol, and then there was this one dude that sang Ricky Martin's "She Bangs," she bangs, and it was terrible. I had to follow that dude.
Oh my God.
I had to follow him singing that. It was like following Ed Watt. It was just so bad.
No.
I wouldn't wish on anybody. And then first of all, it's like she bangs, and here's AJ and his dick jokes.
Oh, I like cum.
So did William Hung. That's why that's his last name.
Oh my God.
She bangs. But speaking of bangs, your next performer
My God.
just got a haircut and it looks fantastic.
Is it Jules?
Gee, if you waited 30 seconds. or one of my intros. Well, if you waited 5 minutes.
So funny.
Another dear friend of the show. She's absolutely hilarious. Just killing it in contests. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Jules Rose.
We're doing it. Zoom comedy. Getting used to Zoom. It's just becoming a part of my life at this point. I feel like everything's blending together though. Like, am I in a meeting or am I having sex? Because I just keep hearing the same things. Like, are you recording? Is this a good angle for you? Did someone else just join?
Yeah.
My name is Jules. On rare occasion, some people spell it Jewels, like a gemstone or a stripper.
Or stripper.
Which is a little inconsiderate because like that wouldn't be my stripper name at all. My stripper name would be Convenience. I would just have a Q mark as a timestamp, and it just links you right to my Venmo. It'd be perfect. I'm aware I'm pretty basic. I know it looks like I just have Taylor Swift on loop up here, and you're not wrong. Like the other day, I went to Marshall's, Home Goods, and then Target, or what I like to call the white girl triple crown. I come from a healthcare background, so I'm always trying to build rapport with my patients. So the other day, I asked a patient if they're up to anything fun, and she's like, "Yeah, it was just my son's birthday. We got a bouncy house." And I said, "Well, that is so cool. Bouncy houses are awesome." And she said, "Well, not really, because my son fell and broke his arm." To which I replied, "At least he has 2 of those and he didn't. He did not have 2 arms, so that joke didn't land.
Oh,
Neither did herself.
What are you
So
doing?
I worked through the majority of the pandemic on the front lines, and it burns you out, like it wears you down. I felt like a feral rescue cat towards the end. My boss was like, human contact. I'd be like, no. Even at like social events, my boyfriend would just have to like give out advice on how to interact with me. He'd be like, let her sniff the back of your hand first. Like, you want to establish your presence, but don't make direct eye contact. Have some treats in your pocket. I have a new job now, and I get to work from home, so I've been listening to like a lot of Spotify. Some of their playlists are just like really spot on for my mood. It's like happy day feels, and like breakup ballads, or like post-abortion vibes, which have like a surprising amount of Phil Collins on it. Chris D'Elia has been making the news again. In 2019, I found out that Justin Bieber's favorite comic was Chris D'Elia. And in 2020, I found out that Justin Bieber's fans were Chris D'Elia's favorite. Horrible people. Who else is horrible? Rush Limbaugh died, leaving the remaining 7 of Donald Trump's Horcruxes yet to be banned. Remember when Trump got banned from all social media? That was fun. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Those made sense. I'm pretty upset though that they banned him from Pinterest. Right? Like, why was Donald Trump on Pinterest? He was just like, so this is my vision board on walls. We have exposed brick, shiplap, rock wall. I want an industrial feel contrast with the cages. I just got a new apartment. I moved into a little bit of a rougher edge of town. I still try and be friendly with all my neighbors, so I'm always like, what's cooking? They're like, meth. Like, small business shop local, I get it if I can put it in a tote bag. I just to Jamaica Plain. If you're not familiar with it, the vibe is kind of like, I feel confident I can buy quinoa in bulk here. I was telling one of my patients this, and he said there's a lot of progressive lesbians out there, like they're gonna jump out and get you. Progressive lesbian, first off, bit redundant, don't we think? Have we met many conservative lesbians? Like, love is love, but I'll take the 81 cents to the dollar. And that is for me. Thank you, AJ.
Yeah. Jules, that was awesome. Conservative lesbians. All right. So I've heard a log cabin Republican. Are you familiar with the term log cabin Republican?
What?
That's gay men that are fully Republican that don't want to marry their boyfriends because they're queer. And that's 100%.
Oh.
They're just like, yeah, but he's a little fruity for me. So if I don't have to marry him, that's awesome. Oh, Jules, that was fantastic. Are you on to the 3rd round of your contest?
No, well, I made it 3 rounds and then I got eliminated. I'm so sad.
Those bastards! Like you should have had more Trump jokes.
You should have had more.
And the problem is, Jules, you were going for laughs. Big mistake. You need to treat it like it's a soapbox.
Just go off.
Yes, so awful. Like 6 laughs per minute.
Yeah.
You're trying to be a rock star here. Like stop trying to be a hero. Political stuff. 3 laughs a set. Damn it, Jules. Has the non-essential comedy show taught you nothing? But next time, just do cuck shit the whole time. So yeah, afterwards we're gonna have the chat for 20 minutes. We're gonna have the chat that we're not gonna put on Facebook Live purposely because it's called "You Might Get Canceled," just in case. Because when EJ Edmonds was on, the N-word was said 5 times, not by EJ, which was weird. So just so people don't get canceled, we don't have it on Facebook Live, but if you want a recording of the stuff that you say afterwards, just message Andy, because message our super producer Andy Driscoll. What a hero!
No, I don't do that shit. No.
Andy, you are so kind, so kind. Nice. And Andy, great penis, nice voluptuous penis.
Thank you very much.
Oh.
I'm just sharing your OxyContin today, so
Andy has a very bountiful penis. Just
No.
oh, let me unspotlight this.
I thought you were gonna go your penis. Speaking of penises, your next. No, I need to get better at
Oh, God.
your headliner of the evening, and then we're gonna have the live chat afterwards. He's a newer friend that I've never met in real life, but we feel like we've known each other forever.
Yeah.
But I think that's him because he's like AJ's a bit much. We did some corporate shows together. We've done some free stuff, and we're doing this together. So, ladies and gentlemen, give up for your headliner, the hilarious Winston Hodges.
Yay! Yeah, keep it going for Andy's dick, everybody. Come on, make some noise.
Thank you, Winston.
Bountiful dick. That's awesome. I like that you talked about his dick the way the Native Americans talked about Thanksgiving. I really like that. Just his cornucopia of penis that he brought to the table to share with the pilgrims. What a lovely, what a whitewashed story of a penis you have, Andy. What a wonderful.
And I do live in Plymouth, Massachusetts.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Oh.
Hell yeah. I like that. Nice. Awesome. His smallpox laden dick. I don't know how many Native American things you can get it for a handful of beads. All right. I think that's enough. I think that's enough jokes about his penis and how bountiful it is. Awesome. That's great. That's so fun. Yeah, so I'm just gonna talk about his dick for 7 more minutes, and that will be the amount of time that I've agreed to be on the show. Oh my god, I like it. We'll be fun. I'll actually do comedy stuff now. I'm so excited. I got like a Fitbit. I love my Fitbit. It's really cool. It is used exclusively for keeping time and telling me I don't know how to sleep. That's kind of what the two things it does. It's great. The app is amazing. It's awesome because your your fucking Fitbit will be like time for bed, and then you wake up the next morning and it's like you didn't fucking go to bed. What did you do? Why did you not close? You haven't gotten REM sleep in 3 months. What are you doing? Like, I'm sorry, Fitbit app. I apologize. I don't know why. It's cool though because it's pretty motivating because your Fitbit will say things like if your heart rate's really high or you're sweating and you're killing it, your Fitbit will just be like, you're in the zone. You're getting your zone minutes, Winston. Get those zone minutes. Yeah, it does that anytime your heart rate's high and you're sweating. The only problem is it did it the other day while I was eating. And I don't really know what that means. It's not a good look. So apparently the zone was a cal zone. I was in the cal zone. It was pretty dope. I appreciate that. It's awesome when your Fitbit's like, did you run a marathon today? And it's like, oh no, 260 over 80. That's not good. And that number's pretty high. No, it's true. I was laying with my girlfriend the other day and we were just watching a scary movie. And she was like, are you having a heart attack? And I looked at my Fitbit and I was like, yeah, I am. That's so crazy. Good job, Fitbit. That's awesome. I appreciate it. I'll talk a little bit about me. I kind of like anime. Like I liked it a little bit. Like I don't like anime enough to where it's gonna ruin my life. But I definitely like it enough to ruin a date. That is kind of the level. Yeah, like I don't have any pillows that have tits, but I do have some DVDs. Here's the thing: I have like 6 anime DVDs, which is enough anime DVDs for a woman to enter my bedroom and look at them and be like, "I'm pretty sure he's hiding more anime DVDs." He swiped all the other ones under the bed that were just on the floor. I don't know, man. I used to teach at a school for autism. I only tell you that so you all know I'm a better person than you. Yeah, I'm kind of a big deal. I did the Lord's work. I was an angel. God's good to me. I loved it, man. My job was fun, man. One of my favorite students was this girl, Layla. And Layla, like, was just one of the baddest bitches that I've ever had the opportunity to know in my life. She just did whatever the fuck she wanted every single day. The first day I met Layla, she came into school, into the lobby, kicked over every potted plant in the lobby and said, "Listen up, my name is Layla, but my vagina's name is Beyonce." And I was like, all right. And I'm inquisitive, so I was like, "Why is your name Beyonce?" And she's like, "'Cause she don't take shit from no man." And I was like, "Yes, honey." That's what I'm talking about, that independence. Yeah. She was like 17, but she couldn't drive. She'll never have the capability to drive due to also having ADHD mixed with autism. She just can't ever focus on the road. So like her parents tried to team up with us to set her up to be more independent. So we were going to set her up an Uber account. That's what we're trying to do. Set her up an Uber account so she could call and go wherever she wanted to. And she nipped that in the bud because she said, "You guys should not get me an Uber account." And we're like, "Why?" She's like, "Because if you get me an Uber account, I am just going to fuck the driver. That is what's going to happen." Yeah. Isn't that crazy? I had to be like, "Holy shit, Layla, you're not even going to look at the star rating for Like, I'm pretty sure if it's not 4.5 stars, he does not have a bountiful penis. Like, he doesn't have that. I'm going to want to make sure. Oh my God. I don't get in a car if it's less than 4.5, let alone somebody get inside me. Like, what are you doing? Layla was slick though. She was really smooth. Like I found out Layla had a crush on me when we were doing math work together, and she was asking questions like, "Hey, Winston, do you have a girlfriend?" And at the time I was like, "No, Layla, I do not have a girlfriend. Let's focus on this math." And she scooted a little bit closer and she's like, "Okay, Winston, but are you going on dates right now?" And I had to be like, "Layla, that's not really in your business. No, I'm not going on dates right now, but we got to finish this." And she got right up next to me, put her arm around me, and goes, "Winston, have you ever thought about driving for Uber?" I had to be like, "No, actually, I'm going to take the bus forever now." The bus forever. I think the coolest part about working with the students that I worked with is like they didn't abide by any social contract. Like we're all in a social contract right now. Like we've all agreed that we're going to pay attention to the performers. You guys are going to be quiet and polite and laugh, and I'm going to deliver jokes. But like, nobody can make you do that. Like no one can make you do anything at all. And my students with autism just fucking figured that shit out immediately. Like, yeah, my job was like trying to get 13-year-olds to point at where the capital of Virginia was on a map, and them just looking at me like, "How about you just fucking go heat up those Totino's pizza rolls that the state provided?" Go do that. I was like, "All right, cool, I'll do that." So that sounds fine. Just think about how much fun it would be if we didn't have to abide by the social contract. We've all been in situations where we just stayed in them because it was the right and polite thing to do. Like, dude, like there's every dude in here has been in a situation where you've kind of been into a girl, so you go to a party with her and you meet all her fucking terrible, terrible male friends, and they're sitting around and they're drinking and they're all bros and they're all just saying shit. Like they look at you finally and they're like, "Hey, Winston, you're a comedian. Maybe you can settle this discussion for us. Would you suck a dick for $1 million? Do you think you would do that?" Can you imagine if you had the freedom to look Aiden in his Oakleys and just be like, just the freedom to be like, quite frankly, Aiden, I would suck a dick to get out of this conversation. That's what I would do. Yep, that's exactly. Yep. Just if I could just swallow a load and make you disappear like the gayest magician of all time. Is there any way that we could do that? My little buzzer went off, so I think I got like a minute left. So I'll leave on this joke. My grandmother is 87 years old and she has dementia. She's in a nursing home. And before the pandemic, I was there visiting her, and her aide is this cute little lovely African-American lady. And every night before my grandmother would go to bed, she would kiss my grandmother on the forehead. They had a wonderful relationship. But when I was there once, my grandmother forgot that this is the type of thing that happened. And she said to me in front of the entire nursing home, Winston, that's the first time I've ever been kissed by a black person before. And I was like, Jesus Christ, Grandma, I am so glad you said black. Oh man, that was a close one.
Could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, exactly. We are in a nursing home located in Farmville, Virginia. So good job on being woke. Let's get this wheelchair out in the streets and start marching. I like that. I think that's close to my time. I don't want to go over, and I feel like this is close to ending right on time. So you did it. Thanks for having me. This was really fun, guys.
Yay, Winston, that was awesome. And congratulations to you and your woke grandma. That is awesome. I'm loving the new stuff, and I can't wait till you and I do another corporate gig where they have the pronouns in the corner and get.
Dude,
mad.
I can't wait either, because I'm just gonna put bountiful dick in mine.
And that's where we stop the live stream.
Well, penis. Can we say that? Just well, it's bountiful penis or bountiful cash.